For months now, North India has witnessed one of the biggest labour uprisings in recent years. Not led by political parties, not driven by ideology alone, but by factory workers saying they simply cannot survive anymore. What began as wage protest outside factory gates in Noida turned into mass demonstration, violent clashes, police crackdown, arrest, and allegations of state repression. Today we want to look at how a workers' movement spread across industrial North India and why authorities treated it like a law and order threat instead of a labour crisis. The protest didn't emerge overnight. For years, workers in the industrial belt around Delhi and Haryana, Noida, Greater Noida, Ghaziabad, and industrial Haryana complained about stagnant wages, rising living cost, unstable contract jobs, unpaid overtime, and brutal work schedules. Many workers earned between 10 to 13,000 a month, but rents, transport, food, and electricity cost keep on rising. Imagine building phones, garments, export products and industrial goods for India's growth story and still struggling to afford basic survival. That contradiction has been building quietly over the years. Then came February 2026. In February, trade unions and farmer organizations called for a nationwide strike against the government labour codes. Workers argued that the new laws weakened the labour protection and made it easier for companies to increase working hours and suppress union activity. Across North India, industrial anger intensified. Among this major uprising in Haryana, the wages were increased. By early April, workers started gathering across Noida's industrial belt. Demonstrations started to emerge in different sectors of Noida. The factories that were affected were garment units, hosiery, footwear, and automobile assembly plants. Their demands were not revolutionary. Workers were asking for very basic things: salaries up to 20,000, proper overtime compensation, weekly holiday, fixed hours, and better treatment at the job. That's it. Not the overthrow of the state, no political revolution, basic economic dignity. Then on April 13, clashes broke out. Police used tear gas and baton charges to disperse crowd. Vehicles were torched. Roads were blocked. Industrial production stalled. Authorities said that protesters became violent. Workers and labour activists argued that police escalated the confrontation first. And this is the turning point. Up to this stage, the story was about wages. But after April 13, the state reframed it as something else entirely: a conspiracy. Police claimed outside elements and organized groups were orchestrating the unrest. Multiple FIRs were filed, serious charges followed, including rioting, criminal conspiracy, destruction of public property, and attempted murder. But labour lawyers and activists began alleging that something far more disturbing is going around. They accused Uttarpradesh police of using the violence as justification for a sweeping crackdown on labour organising itself. Reports emerged of late-night raids, detention without proper documentation, workers disappearing from their rooms, activists picked up from metro station, and families unable to locate the detainees. According to the report, hundreds were detained, dozens were formally arrested. So we see how quickly the language changed from "why are workers protesting" to "who is behind the unrest." And this is the shift that matters. Because once labour unrest becomes framed as criminal conspiracy, the state no longer has to negotiate. It can just suppress. Delhi NCR, which include Noida, Gurgaon, Ghaziabad, are the area which are often showcased as symbol of modern India. Industrial growth, huge investment, manufacturing power. But the protests expose the hidden architecture underneath that growth. Cheap labor, contract employment, and extreme economic insecurity. This is the uncomfortable question at the center of the entire conflict. Can India become a manufacturing superpower while keeping the wages permanently low? Because eventually workers push back. And when they did, like in April 2026, the response was not dialogue first, it was force. The UP government later announced wage revisions and labor welfare promises. But many workers said the response came after mass unrest and police repression. By then, the fear has spread across the industrial units. Workers returned to factories, but the anger did not disappear. What happened in Noida was never just about one protest. It revealed a deeper fault line in the India's economic model. The people powering the industrial growth of the country are often the people least protected by it. And when they organize collectively, they are treated not as citizens demanding their rights, but as threats requiring control. The factories have restarted, the production has resumed, but the question raised by the protests remain unanswered. How long can an economy run on fear? And what happens when workers decide fear is no longer enough to silence them?
ಮತ್ತಷ್ಟು ವಿಶೇಷ ವಿಡಿಯೋಗಳನ್ನು ನೋಡಲು ಮತ್ತು ಹೊಸ ವಿಡಿಯೋಗಳ ಬಗ್ಗೆ ತಿಳಿಯಲು
ಈ ದಿನ .com ಯೂಟ್ಯೂಬ್ ಚಾನೆಲ್ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಕ್ರೈಬ್ ಮಾಡಿ
ಮತ್ತು ಬೆಲ್ ಐಕಾನ್ ಕ್ಲಿಕ್ ಮಾಡಿ.